You found the Beards and Badges podcast. The podcast where coffee is strong, beards are questionable, and training is non-negotiable. If you've ever cleaned your gun at midnight, trained on your day off, or wondered why your gear keeps getting heavier, you're in the right place. No fluff, no safe spaces, just experience, laughs, and lessons learned the hard way. So beard check, make ready, and let's send some freedom seeds.
Welcome back to Beards and Badges. Fuck you.
That's it. That's staying in. That's the start right there.
Perfect. Who are you? Who are you?
Ooh, that's good. I'll put sugar. Huh?
Who are you?
Well, I'm Brent Smith. Who are you?
I'm Paul.
You're fuckface. That's who you are. God bless. You pissed me off so bad this morning.
Oh, shit. I love you so much. Who are you?
I don't know. I don't want a nickname.
I don't want to talk anymore.
I don't know.
My aggression is not towards you, Aaron. It's not.
Who's it towards?
You're lovely.
Oh, thanks. You are a lovely human.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You are.
Where's your hat?
I don't have a hat.
Do you want one?
Fucking purposely chose not to wear a hat today.
Hey, do you know where I was yesterday?
Where?
Look at my face and you'll be able to tell.
You're on the river.
Oh, no, on the range. And I got sunburnt again. But one of the students actually, I guess she noticed my face was getting red, and she had some sunscreen on her. She had a little...
Yeah, because you told me she was
Caribbean.
using it.
Yeah, and she was like,
yeah.
you need this. I was like, oh, thank you.
Do you have glasses on?
Huh?
Did you wear your new safety glasses?
I tried to, but it was pretty bright yesterday, and I needed sunglasses, so I wore my other...
So you haven't tried them yet?
Yeah, I put them on.
Okay, but like, so I've noticed when I use these, like, I love them. They're freaking awesome. Okay. And then I find a mirror or something. I see myself. I'm like, God, yeah, I look like a nerd.
Are they like huge?
No, they're not necessarily huge, but it's just it's weird.
The frame.
They're black,
big frame,
they're black frame,
Yeah.
and clear glasses. So they look
I got you.
Like
Yeah.
they look.
I thought they made me look smarter, and then I saw a picture of myself, and I was like, nope.
No.
But
You went to the range yesterday?
Yeah, we had a little clinic.
Oh, okay.
And I almost called you, and
Dick, I just told you.
No, I'm sorry. So we're working on a thing, doing these little free clinics for law enforcement, and I can't go into a lot of detail about it, just because we're still trying to get it up and running and stuff.
Some people aren't supposed to know.
Well, I think they're supposed to. Anyway, there's a company involved, a big company, and
They don't know that we're helping.
yeah, yet.
Gotcha.
But they do now because there's pictures.
Oh, they do?
There's pictures. But no,
Wait, were the pictures authorized before they?
I think so.
Or was it an oopsie?
No, because our dude is the one that took the picture.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'll take the picture. He said, no, you need to be in it. Also, he said that we need to get
is he posing you as another student?
There's no identifiers on who is who.
No, so yeah, there's.
I mean, he and I both are wearing Walther shirts, so maybe. But he also said that we need to get.
Not that that's the company.
He said that we need to get a banner for our training company and start using that in these clinics too. Anyway, are you finished? So I can finish telling Aaron why I didn't.
What were you telling us?
So I was going to invite you, but since it's supposed to be, for law enforcement, I was like, well then I get there and our buddy was like, hey, one of my buddies from the gym is coming out. And I was like, well, shit. I was going to call Aaron and see if he wanted to come out, but by that time, it was like too late.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
Oh, good. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
We're hanging out. It's all good.
No, we love shooting with you.
Cool. It's all good.
You are cool. If you weren't, well, actually, maybe. Well, no. I had like three thoughts going on at the same time. I was going to say maybe you're the cool one and we're the morons, and maybe we're bringing your level down. Maybe you need to readjust on who you hang out with.
You got to be careful who you associate with.
We're kind of morons.
Yeah, sure. Until you get out there, and then everybody's like, "Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Hey." Like the way y'all are,
They're just nice to us.
Is how I feel like all the like a lot of the other times, or I'm sure how Megan feels about it, because like everybody at the church knows who I am just because I'm on videos and stuff like that. But that's the same way I feel like with y'all at the range. Like everybody knows these guys. Like, oh, that's cool.
No, and that
We're kind of a big
only in our brains.
Yeah.
Actually, in our brains, we're
That's
not,
all I need.
No. So what are we going to talk about today?
Hobbies.
I like hobbies.
I like hobbies.
Why are hobbies important?
You gotta have something to do.
Yeah,
Also, to get your head out of the day-to-day life.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah.
So with that, do you think that hobbies should be somehow connected to what you do for a living?
Well, ours is.
I think it depends. I think it depends. I mean, I think some of it's good. Like it depends on what it is. Like all of our big hobbies is shooting. We shoot quite a bit. Y'all shoot a lot more than I do, but
How much would you say that you shoot a year?
a year,
How many rounds?
I mean, probably like 1,500. It's really not.
That's
that
not
high.
bad.
No.
It's not. I mean, it's definitely more than the average person.
Oh yeah, very much.
But
so.
I mean, I bet it's not a whole lot more than that. But yeah,
That's not bad.
yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
I try. Well, that's the last probably 2 years.
Okay.
Before that, it wasn't that much. It was still quite a bit, but I mean, yeah. I guess it just depends.
So I think, at least in the area that we're in, and the people that we know, a lot of cops only shoot 50 rounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's all it takes to qual. But sometimes, hold on. Maybe 100, 150, you know. Cause
Yeah, if they have to do a makeup. If they have to do a makeup.
Second
Yeah.
time, remedial.
And 25 for their backup or something.
Yeah.
Is that all it is for a backup, or do you have to shoot the whole
20.
qual? 20?
Yep. Basically, you just had to hit papers.
Yeah. From real close, like real close. Or
7 yards.
7. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever see a cop pull their gun, get the fuck out of the way.
That's what I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Well, I saw this cop that made a social media post about like this," and I was like, "That means nothing to me anymore."
Yeah.
Like it was something that was obviously more of an opinion than an actual like law or fact or anything, and I was like, I don't know how much I trust that. I'd have to look into it.
Yeah.
Know your laws. Know
Yes.
your laws yourself.
Do your own research on the laws, because it is ignorance is not a defense to prosecution, nor is intoxication. Intoxication is not a defense to prosecution.
I wasn't in the right state of mind. That wasn't even me. I didn't do that.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
But I also think like, one of my other big hobbies is photography, and I kind of made that into a business. But I will say with that, it is hard to keep it a hobby sometimes when you make it a business, because then you're doing it for the business all the time and not doing it just for like your fun,
Right.
which does get really frustrating at times.
What kind of photography do you do?
I will do anything,
Anything?
just about
Anything.
anything.
Well,
Hey, the money's right.
So I've got some ideas.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I do, family photos, just headshots, portraits,
Those are my ideas.
We should get headshots.
headshots.
All the
You have headshots for me.
We do?
Yeah, it's on the website.
Oh crap. I guess yeah.
those
That's a
aren't
headshot.
headshots. Those are like
Sure they
action photos, aren't they?
His is a headshot, more of a headshot.
What's mine?
Yours may be more of an action. I think I took a picture of you talking during a class,
That's not action. That's just bumbling.
but it's not a headshot, is what I mean.
Are you talking headshots like what I would associate that with is back in the day they had these.
I'm not talking about your police academy.
No.
Okay.
Glamour photos. They would do so. Okay.
I'm thinking like an actor trying out for like a role.
Yeah.
It's like a binder. Like these are my headshots.
Yeah.
Yes.
So back in the day, it was kind of like they'd have the filters today where you can take a selfie or whatever, and you can apply different filters and make you look like basically a completely different person. Catfishing would be another way to define what a glamour shot was.
Okay.
So back in the day, people would have their pictures taken, and then they would do, whoever did the editing to it would like make, a note.
Make you look a whole lot better.
Yeah. Really good. But
I mean, that's just a style of editing, not necessarily
you don't
the type
do
of
that?
picture. I don't.
Wow.
I mean, I can if that's what you want, but I don't think that looks the best because I hate when it looks like someone's airbrushed, like their skin is airbrushed. That infuriates me.
And then when you see them in person,
yes,
it's not airbrushed.
Yeah, I don't want to like make somebody look bad. I'll help fix what I can, but I'm not going to go through and like super detailed.
So me and my wife always wanted us to do family photos, and I despised them.
Yeah, me too.
So we did it one time, and the lady that did the editing, she made the whites of our eyes like
super white.
It was, and then our teeth. It just looked
super white.
Super weird. I like a good set of rotten.
Yeah,
decayed teeth.
Yellow them out.
Yellow that shit out. Put some fungus on there. But yeah, that was the only time we did it. And whenever we got them, and that's not cheap to have that stuff done. It's kind of expensive.
It depends on the person, but yeah, it could be
This
very
one
expensive.
was.
Oh yeah, well like photography for weddings is a huge expense. Can be.
Do you do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
I would imagine
I am more expensive now than I was when I started. I did two weddings when I first started, just because I was like, hey, it was my friend, so kind of give them some of that, but also like I haven't done a whole lot of this because it's a lot.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't want to overcharge you and not 100% know that I'm going to get everything you dreamed of for this. And then after doing them, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing this again. Like you're going to pay me to do it. Like I'm not donating my time.
I imagine that would be super stressful. Like
It's
for weddings.
so stressful.
I just like know firsthand from my wife. Like,
Yes.
She doesn't like any photo. So
Yes.
It's like,
well, yeah. I mean, at the end, when you get them back, like what you get is kind of what you get. Well, by the time you get the pictures, but yeah, taking them is nuts because you really only have like one chance for a lot of them. Like
I got in trouble at his wedding.
Yeah.
I don't recall this.
Well, so they had a photographer.
Yeah.
And I felt that maybe I needed to take the place of the photographer.
Oh, nice.
So, I've still got them. I bet you I took probably 500 pictures.
Yeah.
And
You know what?
At one point, they were cutting the cake, and I'm up there just. And my wife comes up and she goes, "Would you get out of the way of the photographer who's actually being paid to do it?"
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
I to this day though, like I don't think I've seen one freaking photo, and if I have, I don't remember it. One photo that we paid the photographer. to do.
For.
Got a lot of yours.
You're welcome.
As a
beautiful,
photographer, I don't care if somebody's taking pictures. What bothers me is one wedding that I did. It was in like Russellville or Clarksville or something. I'd drive for, and by the time I got home, the mother of the bride had already made a Facebook post and was like, "Hey, if anybody took pictures today, we'd love to get your pictures so we can post them." And I was like, "You just paid me a lot of money to do this." Like, and I try and get people photos that night. So like, even if it's stupid late,
great.
I'll get, well, like not all of them, but like 10 pictures that they can post or they can like have done or whatever. Just that way they have something to post so they don't have to post some crappy iPhone picture that Aunt Julie took and like.
So what made you think that being a professional photographer would be a good hobby?
It wasn't. I didn't think that.
Oh, I thought you said that was your hobby that turned into
it. I didn't start with this would be a good
hobby,
or I didn't start with this would be a good profession.
So why
I started with it was a hobby. I just loved taking pictures as a
Okay.
kid. Like I took tons of pictures, and looking back, I'm like, oh, these were actually pretty good with like a really, cheapo camera or just iPhone camera. And then I started doing it as a hobby and just kind of doing it on my own or whatever. And then I was like, I can make a few bucks and pay for the equipment that I want. Really, my first couple weddings and stuff just paid for guns and ammo, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. I just I enjoyed doing it, and I was like, well, I can make some money doing this. But then for a while, I got into, I'm just doing this to make money, and now I'm not having fun with it anymore.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of shifted.
Yeah.
But,
Well, and you do media for work, like full-time work.
Right.
So does it kind of, to decompress from your media stuff at work, because I think everybody, regardless of what career field that you're in, you need some type of hobby for decompression and all that kind of stuff, no matter what, because everybody's job is stressful regardless of what it is that you do. So did you find that trying to get that hobby for decompression, being in kind of a similar field that you do for a living, did that help, or did you notice any kind of...
Oh, it hurt. It hurts. Yeah. I mean, it's still, because like I don't do as much just for me anymore as I used to. When I first started, a lot of it was just because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And then as I picked up more media stuff at the church, it became like some of it I really wanted to do, and it like filled my cup per se, like it helped me a lot. But then it just became like everyone wanted a video for every little thing. And it was just like, I'm making all these, to me, useless videos. They get shown once. Like, that's what I hate most, like right now, is I make a lot of videos that play one time and then they'll never be seen again.
Well, it's almost like, too, you get off work, you do all of your technology stuff at work, and then you come home and you're doing technology stuff at home. So not really having that clear.
And then you got a couple of guys that ask you to do some more technology stuff for them. And
Hey, I suggested
to be fair.
Yeah, I suggested
To be
this.
fair.
no, you're talking about this. I'm just talking about, photos and...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This stuff and the stuff that I get to do with you guys is getting back to like what I want to do.
Oh, we brought the fun back.
Yeah, y'all brought the fun back. Because used to, I did a lot of like, I worked for a hunting lodge that I did pictures with, and I literally got to go hunt and take pictures and video.
That's pretty sweet.
And that was the most fun experience ever. But same with like the shooting and stuff. I get to go shoot with you guys and take pictures and video, and it's like, this is the best of both worlds. This is what I'd rather do.
My son, my oldest boy,
My oldest boy.
That was pretty twang.
my oldest son,
Yeah.
my oldest boy, grandfather,
Papa.
whenever he loves to duck hunt. Like,
Yep.
that is his thing. And him and a couple of his buddies started doing these little video things and stuff, posting it up. And they've actually kind of built it up to where they've got a sponsor that they do guided trips and stuff like that for. So that he and I were actually talking about this the other day, because like one of our hobbies is, shooting and stuff, but we have other hobbies too. And my wife had actually brought it up a couple of weeks ago about, it's like, holy crap, you are always gone, always doing something. You're always here. And so anyway, I got to talking to my son, because he works a full-time job. He does at least 50, 60 hours a week. And then through the hunting season, literally every weekend, he's going out. And he said that when we were talking about the other day, I was like, do you still enjoy it as much as you used to? And he said, it's sad, but no.
Yeah.
He said, because, when we first started doing this, it was just us going hunting, and then, we would do the videos and we were having fun. And then when we picked up the sponsor, he said, now it's become a job and we don't get to hunt as near as much.
You got the obligations to do this now and this. And this,
And same with like this podcast. Like you've got to come up with topics. You got to come up with like what you're gonna do, because you can't make the same video 15 times.
That would be okay. What if
we don't have any trouble coming up with topics?
We could. Okay, what if we did that and just like change shirts,
That would
but
be
the
funny.
exact same thing
conversation
every single time?
Yeah. But like with the hunting thing, like it's hard because I mean, you almost hope that something has to be different or go wrong almost.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just like, oh, we're going hunting again at this different spot, but we're doing the same thing, just, you know, but have a different topic that you're like hitting on that day or that you're pointing out. I was lucky because with mine doing it, I was supporting or doing it for a company trying to get people to pay to come hunt. Because they were guides and a lodge and everything, and so I was paying, or I was trying to get people to want to come there. So it was all just
Advertisement.
What's the coolest action shot I can get of us shooting a bunch of ducks, and they shoot a bunch of ducks.
I would like to get pictures of those rich dudes falling in the water and getting their waders filled up, dropping their thousands of dollars of guns.
Well, the thing is, there didn't happen much. I mean, this was a full service lodge and guide hunt, and there was a reason all the rich dudes were there.
They didn't have to do anything.
They really didn't get in much water or mud. I mean, literally, they would pull them up to the blinds and side by sides with tracks on them, so that they could go anywhere. And they took those things anywhere, and they would step out. They might touch dirt for 10 steps.
See, that
then-
takes
That's
away
not
from the
duck
whole
hunting.
experience.
It's hard. It was hard
Yeah.
for me because I'm like, I would be there, and then the next weekend, if I wasn't down there, we would be duck hunting here, and we'd have to load the truck up at 3 a.m. We'd
Yeah.
have to drive out somewhere. You know, we'd have to go wade through all the water, mud, or whatever. And so for us, it was like, this is just such a different experience.
Yeah. I started taking my boys when they were pretty young. I think my youngest was 6 or 7 whenever he started going duck hunting with us, but we would go all the time. And my wife's family has a lot of land, and they had some lakes and stuff like that and some access to some flowing water and stuff. So we built our own blinds and all that, and it was a pain in the ass, but they had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we all got to have a lot of fun.
See, that's how we are with deer hunting. I mean, my dad, I remember going deer hunting with my dad before I could hold a gun, as a little kid. And then still, like, I deer hunted 33 days this year.
Dang.
So
How much did you hunt this year?
Let's see. Preseason, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go this year because I do love doing it. I have fun doing it. And then I went 0 days.
Oh, hashtag
Oh,
me
man.
too.
Yeah. So
I
I didn't kill any.
thought you killed something this year.
I did not get to go a single time this year.
Man,
It was
that's
horrible.
sad.
Yeah.
We went, what did we go, like 2 days last year? Was last year when...
Was it last year or was that 2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was also the year. So he and I we dropped like doe and doe.
Yeah.
And we get up to mine, and it wasn't that long of a shot, maybe 100, 120 yards. And I didn't have a rest or anything, but yeah, he had put his down, and then mine comes up. I shoot it, and we get up to mine because we couldn't find his at first. And we get up to mine, and it had its guts were hanging out.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like, I did not gut shoot that thing because it just dropped. It went straight down.
Yeah.
Like if I'd have shot it in the gut. So what we
It'd
figured
come
out was somebody had hit it with an arrow.
Oh, yeah.
And it was actually the skin was starting to heal
Oh,
to
really?
the guts.
Wow.
It was pretty
They're
cool.
So
Beast, man.
3 or 4 years ago, I shot one at like right at dark, but it was a monster buck. It was chasing a doe
Define right at dark.
right at shooting light, at the end of shooting light,
Oh, okay.
legal shooting light.
Legal shooting. Okay.
I don't care.
And so it was chasing a doe, and I got to stop and shot, and it was through some trees. It wasn't a great shot, and we tracked it for a couple hours, and we were like, okay, we'll just come back in the morning and try and find it. And so the next morning, we spent another 3 hours looking for it because we had a fairly decent blood trail for a while, and then it just stopped. And I was like, man, I hate that I missed this buck, and because I hate that as a hunter to wound one or something and to have that much blood. I was not feeling good about it. We literally are leaving to go get lunch, and we were gonna go pick up a couple dogs and bring them back. And one of our buddies pulls up and had two bucks in the back of his truck. Him and his son both killed one on the other side of our property, probably half a mile away. And I'm like, man, that one's got that same like real chocolatey horns that the one I shot at last night had. I'm like, that it looks a lot, but down there like genetics are like really, really tight, and so it's not uncommon for us to shoot a couple deer that look the exact same.
Does a statement of genetics pretty tight? Is that a common description of saying inbreeding?
Not necessarily inbreeding. They're just like that area. The genetics are close.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess deer inbreed. I don't know.
I don't know. I've
Do
never
they know?
watched.
I don't know if they get married. So how can you?
I don't know.
So-
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
But anyway, so like we go get lunch. While we're getting lunch, they call me and they're like, "Hey, you need to swing by this or where the skinning rack." And I'm like, "Okay." We pull up and he hands me my bullet out of the deer, and it was the deer that I had shot, and I had done a good shot, but the way he was cornered, I guess it was lodged on the inside of his shoulder blade on the opposite side, and they were like, "Yeah, it was all pussy and like just bad," and so I was like, "Well," and he was like, "You made a great shot. It just didn't go all the way through and
Bullets
got
do
lodged."
weird things.
Yeah. So
The biggest buck that I've ever got, someone else actually killed it for me with their car. Remember, I took it to your house.
Yeah. That was a nice
good
10-point.
one. Yeah, that was a good one.
I lost my biggest buck. I was hunting with my brother several years ago. We were bow hunting, and I thought you were leaving.
no.
Oh.
Hi, Aaron.
See, okay. And we were getting ready to get out of the blind, and I guess he checked right, and I was like, "Oh, there was a massive buck coming in." So he
It
comes
never
in.
stopped. He just
No, I mean he stopped, and I
Oh.
put a really good shot on it, and it was on like 10 yards away. So we're getting ready to come out of the blind. He checks right. There's a big buck coming in, maybe 10 yards. And I drill it. And I was, again, I was still pretty new to bow hunting. I'd always gun hunted. Freaking drill it. It was a massive 8. Takes off running, and we hear him crash. It's like, hell yeah. Well, I got in a hurry because I wanted to go see it because I mean, he didn't go maybe 40, 50 yards. So we get out, and I get probably 20, 30 yards from about where we thought it was, and it goes and takes off. I'm like, damn it. And same thing, we tracked that thing for the rest of the day, part of the next day, because we had great blood, but I just pushed it. He ended up finding it the next year.
Oh, yeah.
It had gone to a pond, and he said it was close to a mile away.
Wow.
Those things are so tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was sad. That thing was, it was huge.
I know a guy that he was all about doing headshots on does for whatever reason. I've never understood it, but that's what he did. And he shot a doe's jaw off.
That's rude. That's
It
going
was
to
bad.
starve to death.
It was bad.
That's bad.
But it was still giving a great blood trail. It had to trail that thing like a couple miles. But about halfway through, he looks down. He was like, "Is that a
tooth?"
Like, no, it was the full jaw.
Oh, the full jaw.
The full jaw, just
Oh,
laying on the
goodness.
ground. We're like, "Oh crap!"
Whoops, missed it by that much.
Yeah.
how would you like to be that dude? And then your jaw falls off.
So, what other hobbies do y'all have? Obviously,
Come
not
on.
really.
You
Hunting.
come on.
Fly fishing.
Fly fishing.
Fly fishing.
I love to fly
He
fish.
got me into it. How many years ago?
It was about 4 years ago, maybe.
4 years ago. And then, God, we were going all the time. That was the last
so
time we
good.
went.
I went a few weeks ago.
You already said there. I went.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to get you guys to go, but you can't take a day off. Whatever. Now, I started fly fishing when I was 21. My dad actually bought me my very first fly rod on my 21st birthday. It was a Orvis. Which one was it? Orvis Rocky Mountain. And
Starting off
I
strong.
started.
Starting off strong.
Yeah. And I like Orvis makes some really good stuff. But I got into it a little bit, and I used to fish with a dude I worked with back then. And it was fun, but we didn't really explore, and I didn't have one thing that I found with fly fishing was whenever I'm on the river and casting and, you know, trying to work my line to get the right drift, there is nothing going on in my mind. It's just clear. But actually, whenever I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I'd been trout fishing, which, you know, it's in a tailwater, and I'd see these other dudes, and you could watch them, and you could tell who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, so when I first started kind of practicing, I was actually standing in the middle of the river, and I'd noticed that I kept losing my flies. And I'm like, I'm not. So I figured I was hitting on something behind me or something like that. And this older guy comes trudging down the river towards me, and he walks up and he goes, "Son, you got a $2 cast." And I was like, "Thank you." And he goes, "Not a compliment." Okay, yes, sir. What am I doing? And he kind of explained. So I started working on that, and then I got away from it for several years because I would tie my own flies.
Yeah.
And
wow.
I was looking at some that I tied back in the day. They look like shit. I mean, just big old balls
of fuzz.
shit. But whenever me and Smith and a couple other dudes started working together, found out one of the other guys, he fly fished, and I was like, I really need to get back into it, and then got him into it, and it's you can tell when we were going full bore. I bought a raft with a fishing frame and stuff, so we'd hit all kinds of, and we actually would go out and explore different waters and stuff. And when we were going hard and heavy, I think all three of us were much better mentally.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Although sometimes with our buddy, it's supposed to be a stress reliever, relaxing environment. How many times like mother
Throwing his rod.
Oh yeah.
or you're breaking his stuff?
I accidentally broke one of his
stepped
rods.
on it.
I stepped on it.
It's okay. So when I was growing up, we had a boat and like a camper on the lake and stuff like that. So we did lake all the time and fished and, you know, tubed and skied and all that. And then my dad decided to sell our boat and buy kayaks. And it was, which I didn't understand because it was like right when we were 16. I think it was more of he didn't want us taking the boat. And
That
so
makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Smart.
So instead he got us kayaks, and the whole family we kayaked I've kayaked every river in Arkansas just about, I feel like. But like then my brother and I would just like take him after school and go get on the river real quick and like and do stuff. But fishing from it was always one of those like
It looks challenging.
It's hard to do and get right. Yeah.
It looks uncomfortable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be. Luckily, I have like a sit on top, so it's a little better for it. But mine doesn't like. Brett's got one now that has like the lawn chair looking seat in it, so you really sit above. It's a lot easier to use. But
I went out to Idaho last year and hit the Salmon River for a little over a week, and the dudes I went out there with, a couple of them brought kayaks. And before we went, because I've rafted out west and stuff, and the wild rivers they're awesome, but you really need to be cautious.
yeah,
So I asked I think there were like 6 or 7 of us that went. So we took my raft, I borrowed a buddy of mine's raft, and then these other dudes wanted to take their kayaks. I was like, have you guys like
done this?
floated out there before? No, but we've been on the White River and like
We've
different.
done the Mulberry. We're fine.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's a lot different.
A little different.
And
those big rocks get real big real fast.
And that whenever you're running through a canyon and that water gets
yeah.
super skinny, and oh man. So when we got there, 2 of the dudes that brought kayaks were looking at the section of the river that we were going to be running, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not doing that."
The class system in Arkansas, you're like, "Oh yeah, it's a class 2 or whatever." You're like, I'm fine." Out there, like, no, it's a class 2, 2.5. You're like, that's not the same thing.
No,
at all.
No,
like it's nuts. We floated like on just a guided float, the Arkansas River in Colorado.
In Canyon City.
Yes.
The Royal Gorge?
Yeah.
Did you do the Bighorn section or did you do the Canyon section?
Bighorn section.
The Bighorn?
I think
That's a good section.
It was awesome. It was super cool, but like, and it was one of those big outfitters, so there's like 15 boats that they're floating full of people.
Was it RGR?
No, it was
Royal
BJ's.
BJ's? Okay.
And it was super cool, great float. I mean, they did an awesome like steak lunch in the middle. Like it was super cool. But like halfway through, we were the second to last boat. The last boat got high sided on this massive rock, so we had to like pull over and like help everybody out.
Yeah.
And the guide goes, "Hey, I'm gonna park y'all here. Catch anybody that comes by, and like,
Gotcha.
What?
yeah, literally, like just hold your paddle out and give them a handle to pull them in, you know." And he comes back like 10 minutes later, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need your guys' help." And we're like, "Okay." And the boat was so high sided and we're having to like deflate it and pull it out and all that
Dang.
stuff. It was bad.
Dang.
And so we get out of the boat, and you like when you're on the raft, you don't realize how cold that water is.
It's chilly.
It was freezing cold.
What time of year did you go?
In the summer,
Like July-ish?
probably.
Okay. Yeah.
And but to get to the bank from where we were at, there was this like 8-foot section between two just giant boulders, and you had to like bounce. You just jump in and then come out the other side and like kind of springboard yourself up. And it was so freaking cold, and just fully submerge yourself. We get all the way up there, and right as we get up there, we just see the boat go floating down.
Oh, no.
And we're like, dang it. So we had to go back and do it again. Like,
That's the best though.
oh, it was awesome.
Cold,
It's-
yeah.
oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially in the summertime.
We floated the Yellowstone, the San Juan, and then we hit the Arkansas a couple of years ago. My niece is actually a guide,
Oh, cool.
rafting guide out there. So her first year, whenever she got signed off on, we all took a trip out there because we wanted to do some floats with her. And she did a really good job, but that was the first time that I had floated to Arkansas. And the CFS was, I think it was around 1,100, which, you know, here is not that big of a deal because,
Right.
you know, we have huge open waters. But 1,100 skinny. But so the high-sided thing, we're about a quarter mile, half a mile from the takeout. And it kind of flattens out a little bit. And, you know, if you want to jump in and float around and stuff. So me and my sister and brother and dad, we all jumped in the water and we're playing around. Well, my niece was like, okay, we need to start getting everybody back in the boat. So I was like, yeah, you guys go ahead. Well, I had, I wasn't paying attention. It was 100% on me. I'd floated around to the front side of the boat. So I was downriver from the boat. And she's like, all right, it's your turn. And she's a little bitty.
Yeah.
I mean, she maybe weighs $120, $130. And I'm a little bigger than her. And especially with me being on the downhill side or downriver side, she goes to pull me in and she can't get me up because the current is kind of pulling me under the boat and all this other shit. Well, I was going to start working my way around to the upriver side. And she said something, and I looked downriver, and you know you can see where there's a boulder just underneath the surface, and there's this little, and it wasn't 20, 30 yards away, and I was like, shit. She goes, hang on, and
Stay there.
So you know there was 7 people in the raft, and I should have just let go, but I hung on to the chicken line. And that freaking raft smashed me in between that boulder and just went right over. And I pop out the other side, and you're like, I had to scratch my face up and shit.
I wish I would have saw that.
It hurt. It hurt.
I
It was
hate
funny
the
as
picture
shit.
they got of us on that trip because like you're going through the line before you get on the boat and everything, and they're giving you your life jacket and like your helmet and everything. Well, I have a very large head, so I got the really old helmet.
Oh, nice.
And so it originally was red, but it had been dumbed down and sunned so much that it was like pink, like almost hot
Hell
pink.
yeah.
Nice.
That's
And
awesome.
it looks like a special ed helmet. And so like on this boat, the picture of the boat, everyone else is in these like dark blue navy helmets. And
You know, they're like, oh, good for them. Good for them. Good, look at that guy. He's
they took him on a Make-A-Wish. That's great.
God.
But yeah, like you were saying, the like not having anything in your mind. That's how I feel about hunting. If I don't get to hunt a lot one season, and there was a couple years ago I did, I feel it the rest of the year, where I'm just like, I did not have enough decompression time or anything else. Like I'm just overly mentally loaded.
Yeah.
That's so. I was never I mean, I fished as a kid and everything, but I'll be honest with you, I hated fishing. Hated it. Probably because I was bad at it. I freaking hated it. So whenever he first got me into it, I was like, whatever, I'll go try it. And fly fishing is a whole nother world.
Oh, yeah.
And, just being on the river, and I'm still like out of the group. I'm still the worst fisher.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah. Shit. We get done with the trip and like they'd be, I feel like Charlie Brown, on Halloween when he's like, I got a rock.
Yeah.
These guys would be like, I caught 37, I caught 23, and I'm like, I got 6.
Yeah.
It's not about the quantity.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Because just being on the river, they're like, it's beautiful. Bald eagles all the time.
Yeah.
And too, like, no cell phone service.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one place that we go to in southern Missouri, they didn't use cell service, was horrible, and we loved it.
Yeah.
Until we drive out and get up on top of the mountain and then
Ding, 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 ding.
But I guess they put in a new tower or something, and we got service
The
all
whole
the time.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that drives me nuts about it. You can tell people like, "Hey, I'm going to the river. Leave me alone."
Yeah.
I'll get a text. You on the river? Told you. Yeah. Hey, I got a question. Would you give me a call? No.
Nope.
No, leave me alone.
Yeah.
But
that's why I tell people when I go hunting, I'm like, hey, every year I've got cell signal just about the whole time. It's rare that
They don't need to know that.
no.
They don't need to know that. I tell them, hey, I'm going to be out there in the woods. I don't have cell signal, so
They know
if
it
you
now.
need something, you can send me a text, and I'll get back with you when I can.
Yeah.
And then just don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, we shoot a lot.
yeah.
And while we have, I don't want to speak for you, just me personally, there are times when it's just like, damn, I got to go to the range again.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah, because
Is that more of when you're having to like do a class or having to do like
Not
not even
just
that.
for you?
Not even
just
that.
going out to train.
Yeah.
Because we get out there so much and we shoot so much, which still, I mean, it's not like I still love to do it, but like I know how I feel if I don't go to the range after a week, 2 weeks. I hate that feeling. It's almost like working out for me.
Yeah.
I work out almost every freaking day, and it's like I'll tell myself I'm not going tomorrow, like I'm taking a rest day, but then like in my rest day I'll be like, I feel like a piece of crap because I haven't done anything today. So like that's how it is with the range for me. It's like if I miss, I feel awful.
Yeah, I mean, with the gym for me, like I feel myself, I get anxious real bad, and I can tell like if I haven't been to the gym in a couple of days or something, I'll be like something's just wrong. Like I don't know what's going on, and then I'll go and good.
Yeah, and like I can tell, which the range for me is I do it for one. It's a hobby. It's an expensive hobby,
Yes.
especially as much as we shoot. But there are times where it's just like, this is such a pain in the ass. Do I really want to put forth the effort to go do this again? And I tell the guys that I work with and everything else to improve. Yeah, you have to make sacrifices, but so I don't find the same level of peace, I guess would be the best way.
Yeah.
Because on the range, we're constantly either working drills or fixing problems and things like that. So we're constantly and we carry guns for a living,
right?
And then going on our time off, our days off. But when it comes to the fly fishing, I can tell if I don't go like this year, or I guess in 2025, that was we didn't go but maybe twice last year, and it showed. I mean,
It's gotten to the point for me too, like we're talking about going this Monday. In my head, I'm like, all the things I could get done if I didn't go.
Yeah.
Or, spending time with the wife. 2 weekends ago, or maybe a weekend ago. I don't know. We went out to the range, and I told my wife, I was like, because we were out there the day before. And I told her, I was like, hey, I'm only going to be out there an hour and a half. And, I'll be back before you wake up, because she was sleeping in that day. Yeah, I got home at like 2. I was out there for almost 5 hours.
Yeah.
And it was because it was the head thing. Like we shot, pistol, great, felt good. And I was like, I haven't shot my rifle in a minute. Let's go shoot the rifle. So I shoot the rifle, and I was like, I haven't shot my long gun in a minute. Let's go shoot the long gun.
Yeah.
Like,
Is there any kind of shooting that is still kind of like just fun for you? I mean, like I know I've got a sweet 22 that I love shooting, and that for me is just fun of like throwing up some random target and like playing a game with it or whatever. Like
I enjoy it. Like when we set up different drills
Yeah.
and the competitions, those are just
and stages.
and
Yeah.
we'll set
And the
up,
competition stages, obviously, competitions, they're fun. You shoot them once. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a lot blast. But I love when we set up a stage and we're having fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
really
we're
like when we
training,
set
but
up
we're
and,
having
and
fun.
run it like 4 different ways.
Yes.
Like we run a bunch
Yeah.
and like try and then start gaming it and all that kind of stuff. Like that's super fun.
Yeah.
when it's almost like you with the photography, it's kind of turning into while again I don't want to speak for you. Can I?
I'll correct you. If,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you promise?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's become like you with the photography is, yes, we still enjoy it. We love doing it, but there's sometimes where it's just like, and my wife actually asked, she was like, why do you shoot so much? And I do it for probably 3 reasons. The first is it is fun to do, but more importantly, in the line of work that we're in, I need to be as proficient as possible, and for me to share that information, not just with the people that I work with, but anybody that has that interest. And if I don't keep my expectations high and I continue pushing my level of expectation, then I'm actually doing a disservice, not just to myself, but everybody else that we're trying to teach. So we have to constantly be improving. Whereas fly fishing, that's just me. If I screw it up, then,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, that's a lot like with the photography thing. I mean, if I'm not doing it a lot and getting better or like keeping up to a certain standard or level, then it's just bad on everybody else because then I'm just putting out bad products, bad stuff.
I have an idea. You should do a retro shoot, like use 35 millimeter film.
Do you know how expensive it is now?
Do they even make it still? Mm-hmm. Really?
It grew in a huge boom of popularity last year. And it's all because like some of the famous photographers started doing it because they got tired of the same thing. They started getting burned out with it. So they were like, oh, I'm going to shoot on film because it's you know, one shot and it's done. And it's super cool, but yeah, it's super expensive now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But they make some now digital cameras that are more like in the style of like a traditional film camera. So I want one of those, but they're like $6,000
Holy crap.
for a camera, and that may or may not have a lens on it.
Why don't you give him $6,000?
Yeah. Yeah. We get some cool retro.
We just gave him some really good knives.
Well, he deserves it.
And
He does deserve it. Yeah. We gave him a case of ammo the other day, too.
Nice.
Yeah. He said, thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
then he didn't even open the box.
I don't have the rest of my ammo here yet. I don't have my ammo cans here.
You have 1,000 rounds sitting right there.
I know, but
He's going to shoot him in the house?
yeah. And then you gave it to me, and then didn't tell me you were going to the range. So
Oh, you're a dick.
That was, well, I didn't know that I was allowed to invite him to this particular one. That is
Well, now
all.
we know.
The more you know. What else do you do for hobbies?
and then you didn't tell me the other day, and I show up and you're there.
How many times have we done
And I
that?
told you
When was that?
during the snow.
Oh shit!
Because I show up to drop my dues off, and I'm like, in my mind, because that road was a little rough.
Yeah.
There were a couple hairy spots, and I don't have 4-wheel drive. And in my mind, I was like, I know, it's not 4-wheel drive. I was cheap. I was young. I had to buy one because I wrecked the other one.
No, you're
Sorry.
fine.
It happens.
I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna have to call Paul if like this gets stuck because like my dad was out of town with his Jeep, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen like here. So I was just kind of gunning it down that road.
Just saying.
And I get out there and I'm like, oh, somebody's definitely here. When you pull up to the gate, I could tell like somebody had been in there recently. And I'm like, huh. And I pull around and I was like, what the hell? Like, I had just talked to you the other day that I had to go out there.
I apologize for that. the dude that I was out there with, it was kind of a last minute thing because I hadn't planned on going, and he shot me a text at like 11 o'clock and was like, "Hey, I'm going to the range today," and so I was like, all right, yeah, I'll run out there for a minute. And then when I looked up and I was like, "Oh, hey, there's Aaron," and then you drive over, and so this dude, it was, you know.
I can believe it.
Huh?
I can believe it.
Nah, it's all right. But so we have a group of people that never mind. We're not going to talk about that.
They're awesome.
They are awesome.
Let's try this one on for size.
But what I think happened was he was shooting his new Springfield.
Oh yeah.
And didn't want anybody to know that he was switching. So he went out there in secret.
My Springfield M&P. That's still a Smith & Wesson.
One of a kind. No, try this one on for size. This was not too long ago where I was, this was during the week, so I was working, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be out there shooting at 5." I was like, "Okay." So on my way after work, going down the road, I see Paul coming my way, and I'm like, "What are you doing? The range is that way." And he was like, "Oh, I've been out here since 3 o'clock." So and he's leaving. Yeah.
Well, he's coming before I was out there with somebody else, and he was like, and then pulls up, and he's like, "Well, come shoot with us." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I end up being out there another 3 or 4 hours.
Sorry.
Yeah, and that can get frustrating too when you have a lot of dudes, because then you spend hours out there and you're not shooting a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And those are, so we do pick some days where it's just like, okay, we're going out there and we're going to work on specific things. And then there's other times, and the dudes that we shoot with, it is an awesome group, very eclectic group, but awesome dudes, good shooters, and they love it too. So we enjoy whenever we can all get together as a group, and we'll set up a stage and just go through and work it.
Define a stage. Sorry, people may not know that.
So the stages that we set, we shoot what's called USPSA. Do not ask me what that stands for. It's some shooting. What is it?
Practical? Is the P for practical?
I think so. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of
We're very knowledgeable.
Yeah, we're super into it.
Something association. I know association is the last one.
Totally. It's
shooting association, practical shooting association.
Yeah, it's an acronym for something to do with shooting. So with those stages, you have a boundary area that you have to shoot within, and we set up walls and barrels and targets in different distances, different configurations. We'll hide targets behind barrels and stuff like that.
Hostage targets.
Yeah.
You shot a hostage, bro.
Yeah. You shot? Yeah. That's such a great movie. It inspired so many people to get into SWAT. And then they realized none of this is true. But so that's the stages that we set up. And they are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But again, it's a lot of work. But I think where most people have issues is they don't take that time to themselves to have something. And like, I think that's one reason a lot of people wait so long to retire is because they're like, well, what am I going to do? Because they have let their job or their career define who they are as a human. And then once they lose that, and we see it a lot in law enforcement, guys are just, they've built their life as around this career, and that this career is defining who they are as a person instead of them just looking at it. It's just a job, and having something that, and that was one thing I didn't understand when I was younger, is there were a lot of dudes that were like in their late 60s and they're trudging into work. I'm like, why are you still working? Well, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Well, do something other than
go
this.
find something to do. Yeah. I got in that same trap for sure for a while of like working 70, 80 hours a week. And like, I mean, working at home and things like that. And I'm like, man, you have to have time to turn it off. Like, even if you really enjoy what you do, you have to take some time away from it. Just do something completely off topic of it. Like, I mean, I started playing golf a couple years ago and then got real into it for a while. And I'm terrible, but I like it just because it's fun to like do out there and just Smack a ball.
Whack a ball.
Whack-a-ball.
Do you golf?
No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. And
He just said he's terrible and he golfs.
no, but like I think his terrible and my terrible is two completely different things.
You look pretty
I take a
athletic.
box of balls. Out
I
there
can
when
hit.
go.
I can freaking smack one, but I don't know where it's going. And actually, the coolest story, like golf wise, is there was a course right down the road. I don't like playing at golf courses where there's houses.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. And sure enough, we had one set up, houses on the right side. I hit this ball so freaking hard, and it stayed about head height, my head. It was a freaking rocket line drive, and it was like, hell yeah. And then it takes a 90-degree turn. I was like, so I'm not a safe golfer.
Yeah.
When I was my dad, he was a huge golfer. Golfed in college, and I guess was on the college golf team or whatever. And so when I was a kid, I wanted to go golfing with him, and he wouldn't let me until he gave me a pitching wedge and a 9-iron and a handful of balls, and said, "Go out in the front yard. Whenever I can see that you can hit the ball, then you can go golf with me." And my older brother, extremely athletic, he went golfing with me and my dad one time. And we had never golfed before with him. So we get on the first tee, and my brother hits it, and, it's supposed to go that way. And it literally, off the tee box, it went straight the opposite direction. And my dad was like, "What are you doing, son?" And so it was so bad that my dad would try to correct him, and it just never worked. So finally, about the 6th or 7th hole, like if the tee box is going this way, my dad would line my brother up this way, and he'd hit it straight.
Yeah. I did that for a while.
Anyway, fishing, but fishing's a whole day. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is hunting. Golf is almost half a day. Like,
Well, here's one thing that we found about fly fishing, because we primarily fly fish for trout, but you can fly fish for literally anything.
Yeah.
We are in a geographic anomaly where every trout river is 2 hours away from us.
Yep.
No matter north, south, east, doesn't matter. 2-hour drive.
Yep.
So we need to move.
Yeah, closer.
Okay.
I grew up bass fishing a lot, so I'm a lot better bass fisher than I am trout or anything else.
Catching bass on a fly rod's fun.
I bet. Yeah.
You should try it.
I've messed with one because my dad always had one, but like we always had the bass boat and stuff, so we never like.
You can
really
fly
use them.
fish from a bass
You
boat.
can, yeah. It's just with other people.
It's
in the boat,
legal.
It's real hard.
Yeah,
It can
just
be
make
dangerous.
sure they're not.
Real dangerous. Yeah.
We've
you
gotten
gotta
real
think
close
about-
a few times.
Well,
few
when
times.
my dad would take it was me and my brother. So there's 3 of us in a 18-foot bass boat. Like,
Nice.
It's a little tight.
Well, 3 of us fit in how big's my raft? 14 foot? I think it's a 14-footer. Got an air tributary.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that thing.
You've upgraded a lot as far as seats and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
It's
much
gotten
more.
a lot easier. When we first started, we didn't have those seats, and it was dangerous.
Yeah.
We had to basically all right, someone can fly fish on the front, someone can fly fish on the back, and this guy's just rowing. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm always on the sticks.
No, you're not.
It seems like
My
it.
God, you're such a baby. No, you're not.
It's like how you always drive.
Also, no. Hold on. Because going back though. Oh, I'm always on the sticks. How many times have I like, I'll take over, and you're like, no, you need to fish.
Well, yeah, because I want you to fish.
Is that because you're not catching anything and he feels mad? Okay. I always hate it because, so in college,
Hold on. That pisses me off so much because we'd be out there and I'm freaking, on the raft and I'm fishing, nothing. And they're like, all right. Well, and then finally I'll take over and I'll do the sticks. And then fucking first cast, I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
Well, a lot of it is because he is so stubborn. He will not change patterns.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll just run the same
You know
thing.
why? Because it'll work
not
once. I'll catch one and be like, all right, this
I'm
is
the
it.
same
This
way
is
with
it.
baits. Yep. Yep.
No.
Yeah.
But I'll like if I make 10, 15 casts and I don't get a single look, all right, we're changing up color, pattern,
yeah.
size,
Man, I
all that
can't.
stuff. But
Yeah.
so there was one time our third buddy, we were up on wasn't it the Norfolk, when our buddy got so pissed off because like he made me row him back to shore. He was so pissed off because we were all catching fish and we had 2 rafts on that trip, I think, because it was just me and
Oh, and we had
Yeah.
yeah.
So I felt bad.
I was destroying that trip.
He was kicking ass.
That was a good trip for me.
And I was having a pretty good day. Well, I think it was our last day that we were going to be up there, and all day he hadn't caught a single thing.
Which
and
is
normally,
Odd,
yeah,
because he's usually the
Yeah.
one that's slaying them, man.
yeah, and he throws weird shit, but
Yeah,
it's effective.
works.
The whole point of fishing is to catch fish. It doesn't matter what you're using. So I felt bad for him, and we were at the boat launch, but you could actually row upriver just a little bit because the water, if you stayed
Cooled,
in the eddies. In this one little section, man, I was just freaking picking him up left and right. And I was like, okay, try this because this is what I've been throwing and it's working. Set it about this deep, blah, blah. And he'd do that, wouldn't catch a thing. So he'd go to retie, and I'd drop anchor, and while he'd be retying, I'd just put freaking hook in it, and he would just go. And finally, he just, and I don't know, that probably happened 10 or 15 times. And it got to the point where when he was up there working on changing something out, I'd drop in. If I hooked into one, I'd just real quietly, just like
Reel it in.
strip it in,
Yeah.
hope he doesn't see it. And
Yeah.
every once in a while, damn it!
That's the bad thing is, like in college, I didn't have a boat or anything, so I'd go with about these two guys, and you always feel bad if you start catching more than the guy who's boated is.
I've never had that problem. So
But there were a couple times where like we were fishing like somewhere, and I started catching more than him, and I was like, I'm gonna start kind of sandbagging myself a little bit because I'm starting to feel bad.
That's the best time to just full send.
I got another one. Are you gonna fish today? No, the most frustrating thing for me, freaking trout fishing, is you can see them.
Yeah.
So I can. It's like you're right there. Damn it.
Bite the thing, bite it.
Yeah.
He is tenacious, though. I'll give him that. He can, because we all have rough days. There's times where I've been, we went on a trip a few years back. It was beautiful. It was a pain in the ass, the one down on the Little Red where it snowed on us.
That was
Oh, that
the
was so
best
beautiful.
times we've ever gone. It's snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, we've done that a few times.
Yeah. Well, that one, and I was still trying to get used to the raft and how to row it, and we ran into docks. I had just bought a new Orvis Mirage LT, beautiful reel. He was running it. It falls off the reel seat, and at that same time, the storm was moving in, and the current was. There were so many freaking docks in this particular section, so it messes with the current, and it had pushed us over. We're slamming into this freaking dock, and you got the cables, and then he's
While
like,
the reel falls
"Oh
off.
no!" So it got better, but there were three of us on the boat. We did 10
You were
miles.
frustrated.
I was pissed. We did not even get a single strike all day long. Then it started snowing on us, and then he and I got happy. Somebody else wasn't. But so the very next day, because we're trying to figure it out, because this river is known for its trout, and so we stopped in the fly shop the next day. It was like, okay, we got to get some intel, something. So we go in, and this old dude comes up, and he's like, "Can I help you guys?" And I said, "Not really, because there's not any fucking fish in this
There's
river."
there's no fish in this river.
And he goes, "What? Yeah, there is." So he gets his phone and he starts going through pictures. And I said, "That's not even on this river. There are no docks in the background of that picture. And there's nothing but docks all down the side." And he goes, "This is on this river." And I was just kind of fucking with him. But then he gave us some intel on some stuff to use. And I was like, "You know what? I know you just told us, but I'm going to run what I want."
Yeah.
And I ran a white sex dungeon and drew in a.
That is the name of the
That's
fly.
the name
That
of the
is
fly.
the name of the fly for those that
Kelly
don't know.
Gallup
Yeah.
created it. Most people just called it dungeon.
The first time I heard him say it, I was like, okay, you're fucking with me. There's no way. No, it's
It is a great fly pattern. It's a streamer pattern. But we had just put in the next morning, went down and pulled in a nice 22, 23-inch brown. And that was literally the only fish we caught.
Nice.
No, you guys caught one or two after that, I think. I don't know. It was a horrible trip.
It was
It was
rough.
bad enough we've never been back.
Mainly because of the docks. You take the docks out of that, and the river's
It's beautiful,
pretty
river.
awesome, man.
Man, it was a pain in the ass. But
So, kind of wrapping this thing up.
I guess he's done.
We don't have any more hobbies.
I mean, we've been going an hour or so.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Time flies when you're
Time flies.
when your time flies.
So y'all's hobby isn't like sitting down, cuddling up, and reading a book or anything.
I read every single day,
Do you really?
100%.
Like-
Every single day.
Like fiction, nonfiction. Like,
Mostly fiction. But yeah,
he's
I
reading
read.
smut.
I want to read,
Smut.
but then I
No.
don't.
Reading it's not
I
only
know.
good for your brain, but it helps you with your vocabulary and your speaking. And I mean, it's just unless you can't read, then it's just like, what are all
I
these shapes?
can.
I don't understand any
It just
of this.
takes me a minute.
Yeah, but no, I read every.
I'll go
single
through
day.
phases where I'll find like a book that I'll get into and read a lot, and then it'll peter out, and then I don't for another 6 months, and then find another book and read half of that one.
Well, in the mornings I do my devotional. So I read the Bible in the mornings and do my devotional, and then in the evenings, whenever I'm going to bed, depending on, like right now, I'm reading a series. Brad Thor is the author. It's Scott Harvath is the series, and so I'll read for 20, 30 minutes every single night and go to sleep. And then the other thing, I tie flies, and I'll get my fly tying room. And this goes back to the whole mental thing. I can tell when I'm off because, like, I was working on some new patterns a few months back, and I tied a couple up, started another one, and called it a day, and then just kind of got in this rut. And I'd open up my fly tying room and look at that fly, and that thing sat in the vise for probably 2-3 months, and then finally, kind of I was like, all right, and then got back in there, and it's kind of the same thing for me being on a river when I'm tying it, just kind of coming up with the different colors and different materials and stuff like that, but it helps too.
Yeah.
I don't tie.
You should.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
I bet. Yeah. I couldn't imagine doing it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I tied I call it the Goldie Spawn. It's a sex dungeon pattern, but it's yellow, so it looks like a goldfish. And my brother, who also ties and fly fishes, he was making fun of me because I wanted to go test it. And on this particular river, it's not really a streamer river. He's like, dude, you're not going to catch shit on that. I was like, I just want to see how it swims, make sure. I pulled in a monster freaking rainbow with that thing. And I was like, you want to keep talking shit there, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Goldie.
Yeah. Goldie
I've seen that
Spawn.
in action quite a bit.
So if you don't have a hobby, go get a hobby
Get a
or a
hobby.
couple.
It's important.
If,
And then find the time to do it.
Yeah. And make you gotta make
the
time to do it.
Yeah.
It's not fine. If you try and find time,
Yeah,
you'll never find it.
do it.
You gotta- You gotta make time to do it.
I don't think a phone is a good hobby.
No,
No.
it's not. No.
No, not at all. But yeah, you're right.
If you don't have a hobby, pick up shooting, and then go look at Defense Specialist Training Team. for some
Course,
dates.
check us out on our website.
Check us out. Come shoot some stuff.
Advertising.
By goodness.
Fun
Outstanding.
stuff. Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready break.